Hi, how's it going? You're watching Andy WTH. I'm Andy, of course. This is Big Brother Canada Season 5 edition, Week 4. Kind of like a recap and where the game's going to go from here. Oh boy, what a good week it was. I thought it was very exciting how the backward week went, which was totally, wow, totally different. Now, let's talk about the backward week a little bit. As we all know, this week here is a week that really nobody got blood on their hands. Absolutely nobody. It was a bloodless week. It was kind of what I call a free week of not getting blood on your hands. It's really an easy week for everybody except for, of course, the nominees. And everybody had to go down to the control room and they all voted. And guess who got the most votes? Well, Gary and Drake. Those are the two that had the most votes. And I think that actually the main target of the house was Gary. All right. Gary was definitely the main target. And Drake, well, she was only a pawn. All right. That's how I see the nomination this week by the house. Now, and of course, who has the real power this week? It was the POV. They had the power because that person could pull one off the block, and then the house would have to turn around and put up another nominee. And of course, this is where Gary should have really have won the competition, and he did not. He came short. Like I said before, he is the target this week, or was, because he's now gone. Ned, of course, chooses not to play the power of veto. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Not. And now what I found very interesting too, which kind of show where the house is and how much where the vote was going to go anyways. The slot vote or the have-not vote. Who had the most cookies? It was Gary. 48 cookies. So obviously the house was really going after Gary big time. He should have seen that right there, like, oh crap, I'm in trouble. But of course that kind of backfired on everybody, and it was the ones that had the least cookies. So surprise, surprise. What amazes me the most is this, okay? You go in the Big Brother house. You're playing the game. You got to figure out when you get in the house, from the start to the finish, how you're going to get to the end. All right? There's going to be obstacles, challenges. And being a have-not is a challenge. You got to be expected at some point to be a have-not or be put up on the block. Those are challenges that you got to get through. And some of them were crying and all upset, and everything. Like Bruno was kicking the freaking bags in the bedroom. Like, are you freaking serious? What did you sign up for? You signed up to play Big Brother. You should know there's twists and turns in the game. Like, I would have been in there, I would have said, okay, I'm on slot. Whoopee skippy ding dong. I'm going to use it to my advantage somehow. That's what I would have been doing. But no, these guys are all upset and they think it's a negative thing. No, it's not. Because remember, this slot week, if you want, it was people voting, right? And the ones that had the least votes, well, you should be thinking, all right, yes, I'm on slot. But I did not get hardly any votes, or no votes at all. My games should be in pretty good standings right now. That's an indication. That's really thinking ahead. But of course, not really. So some of them were upset and crying and everything else. Oh boys. Next time, guys, they call you guys to be on Big Brother, just do yourself a favor. No, don't, because you don't want to be on slot. All right, so we got the slot thing out of the way. Let's talk about the HOH this week. Wow. If I was in the house, all right, I'm just going to say this. Okay, what did the HOH power? What kind of power did they have? Nothing. No power at all. The only thing all they have to do was either vote for Gary to be out or Drake. All right. I would have thought about it for a minute and said, no, I don't want it. But also be very careful. This is backwards week. I would have waited until somebody, the first person to get off the whirl there when they were going around and spitting and everything, And then it would have came off because this is backwards week. Alright, so that means maybe the first person to get off might be the HOH. Who knows? I sure hell don't want it. Right? And what amazes me the most, who was down to the final two on the wheel? It was Demetres and Emily. Okay? She's like, oh, please, are we good? Are we good? He can't do nothing. Why are you asking a question like that? You know he can't nominate you. Just get off the thing. Like, leave him have it. God. So, he goes to vote. Now, let's talk about the vote. The only, like, was it a good move for long-term gain for him to vote out Gary? Well, you know what? If I was him, I think I would have voted out Drake. This is why. If you look at the Sixth Alliance, all right? The Sixth Alliance is ready to fracture. Big time. Right? You got Ika is like pissed off at pretty much everybody in the alliance, right? And he's hooked hip to hip with her. Okay? So, now, that means I'm going to have to find somebody else to work with down the road. So, Gary can win competitions. He's capable. He's got a proven track record. Drake, on the other hand, she's in line with William. They're going to stick together no matter what, right? Absolutely no matter what. So I'm going to vote her out and then try to convince William, right, that I had to do it because I would have made up a huge story that it was Netta somehow. Alright? That's what I would have done and kept Gary and actually work with Gary. Because Gary would probably be able to bring William on his side. And who does Gary has on his potential back pocket as well is Kevin. And if he has Kevin, he'll also have Bruno. So, you know, it would have been some lines of communication, lines of alliance potential. But now, Gary's gone, so it's going to be a lot harder. And you very well know that Six is ready to fracture. And he's going to fracture very soon. Like I said, him and Ika are on the outs. They're on the bottom of the list. They even said it. We're on the bottom of the list of the six. Okay, by knowing that, like everything, okay, how do I change that to go up the totem pole, okay? If I'm on the bottom, I'm in trouble. And also, which if I was in the house, which I would also notice, is how Cindy is, and Netta is kind of working, or how they're kind of a little bit of a problem there. You can start seeing that fracture starting. And that is huge. Because Netta, let's talk about Netta. Netta's game at this point. Okay, look. I think she's playing not a bad game. A lot of people I've seen online is kind of bitching that she's a real bitch this year. But you know what? She said that's going to be her gameplay, which is fine. But the problem is that her right now, with the safety that she has, I really see her really being big trouble, big time once the safety comes off. Okay, I don't see her right now. She doesn't seem to be preparing her game for the end, like getting down the road, if you want. Right now, she has an easy streak, if you want, an easy walk to the jury. All right, which is great, good. But how do you prepare yourself for that point of the game? Do you like be like a bitch, like she says she's going to be? Or try to be a little bit more nice and try to talk to people, try to bring them to communicate with you a little bit more, feel comfortable, so on and so forth. Usually that will actually push you further in the game, generally speaking, than the way she's acting right now. Look, it's gameplay, and I get that. Absolutely get it. I think it's great, you know, but is it going to help her down the road? I don't think so right now. I'd be surprised. I think once the safety comes off of her, she's going to be nominated right then and there. I can see that happening. Absolutely. And now the rest. Obviously, the power couples right now would be Ika and Demetres and Dylan and Emily. Okay. And of course, the new HOH this week is William. Now, who is he going to put up? I already have an idea. I already know who he's going to put up, but who would I put up if I was him? Well, honestly, right now, because you got to realize that the vets right now are kind of imploding on themselves. The vets are going faster out the door than the newbies, which is, I was really surprised. So who would I put up if I was him? Well, honestly, I would probably put up Cindy, possible, and maybe Bruno. Those are the two I'd probably put up if I was him. But he did not put them up. So we'll see how that plays out next week as the game develops. But right now, like I said, the one that is really biggest in trouble right now is Netta. So we're going to see when that happens when it comes around. Yeah, so wow. That's it. So good luck, Netta. And Kevin, of course, I find Kevin's kind of almost like a floater, if you want, right now. Hard to believe. That's my thought right now in the game. Where's it going to go from here? Who the heck knows? I know William is the HOH, and I really think he needs to put up the two I said, but he ain't going to do that. I think it's going to come back and bite him in the ass, because the two people he actually put up, he should have tried to develop a relationship with them and further his game. Because you very well know the returning players are not going to bring him that far in the game, because he's not really working with them now. So that's the problem. Anyways, that's it. My thoughts right now on Big Brother Canada. I can't wait to see what's going to happen in Week 5. If you got any comments or anything like that, by all means, do so. And want to subscribe? Great, do it. We'll talk to you guys later, and thank you for watching. Hey, guys.